Thanks for watching Mercury in Retrograde.
Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, hit the notification bell for updates. Yes, astrology does have influence over human affairs in the natural world. Mercury retrograde is very important. Mercury retrograde occurs several times every year, and it lasts for around 3 weeks with 5 days either side, known as the shadow period, when it is coming on or going off fullness. So there's a substantial amount of time involved where we just need to look at what we're doing carefully. Mercury was the Roman messenger god, son of the god Jupiter and goddess of the plains Maya. In Greek mythology, he was known as Hermes. Mercury delivered messengers to humans and ruled over commerce. He also escorted the dead to the underworld and was known as a deceptive prankster. Mercury retrograde is great for reviewing and reevaluating things in your life, but it's not great for starting new things. Check your horoscope on this channel when Mercury is retrograde to find out which area of your life is affected. You might want to review your relationships or your work or just normal everyday routine things while Mercury is retrograde. It's a great time to do that. Really use the time that Mercury in retrograde is giving you. There's a great opportunity here to reevaluate your relationships, your work and your life in general. Are you really getting out of life and relationships the things that you need to feel positively fulfilled? Does your heart sing at what you do on a daily basis?
When Mercury goes retrograde, it can be a time of general chaos and confusion. Anything important that you plan to do, you need to recheck and double check because things can just go pear-shaped. There are some particular areas of life that are affected that I'll go through now. It can be a time of general confusion in your thoughts, where you can't see the wood for the trees and you're not sure what to do in a given situation. Sometimes there are misunderstandings which can cause arguments with people close to you, so you really have to be very clear about what you say. Often technology plays up. You may be having problems with your devices, your phones, your computers. Anything electrical, in fact, can play up while Mercury is retrograde. It's all about messages that you're looking to get that you don't seem to be able to get because Mercury, remember, is the god of messages. So when he goes retrograde, everything tends to go backwards.
You might even have problems sending messages. It's like you can't get your message heard by some other important person. All these confusions and misunderstandings when Mercury is retrograde, it can lead you to think that certain relationships or situations are not as they appear. But not to worry, it's only for a short time and there are even some benefits with Mercury retrograde. The other side of the coin, however, is that you could get back together with somebody from the past while Mercury is retrograde. If you break up when Mercury is retrograde, you could get back together after Mercury turns direct, when you both have an opportunity to see more clearly what the relationship was all about. If an old lover or an ex does return from the past, just ask yourself why they were an old lover or an ex. There's a reason for everything. You can also hear news of people or situations from the past, and some things that come up include possible school reunions or old friends that you haven't heard of for a long time that suddenly reappear. You could hear news about exes or perhaps people that you worked with, and you may even have a job opportunity come up for you from the past. This is a great time to review your contracts with technology providers. Perhaps you can do better. You may buy a new phone or perhaps a new computer, or perhaps get a new contract at a cheaper rate than what you had before under Mercury Retrograde. If you're planning on signing any legal contracts, please go over them with a fine-tooth comb, as your situation could soon change. You may change your mind as to some characteristic about what it is that you're signing up to. So if you're buying a new car, for example, you might change the colour and then you have to go through the whole process again. This quite often happens. If you're not happy with something, this is also a great time to renegotiate to get what you really want. Renegotiation is favoured under Mercury Retrograde, so if you're thinking about a pay rise, it is a good time if you've got everything in order. Just the same, if you do get a pay rise, don't go and splurge it all at once. Do be a little bit careful with your finances. As Mercury rules commerce, do be careful in how much money you spend, because confusion can tend to reign supreme where money is concerned. So you need to keep proper receipts and really keep a handle on what's going on with your finances during Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde often causes travel delays or problems with travel. Planned itineraries just have a habit of not working out. Perhaps a flight is delayed somewhere and then there's a knock-on effect to all your other travel plans. So you really need to be extra careful. Also watch your money, particularly your wallet. Theft is a possibility under Mercury Retrograde, as Mercury is traditionally thought as being a bit deceptive. As Mercury is connected to travel with those little wings on his ankles, this can sometimes affect your car. So if you've got any car problems, please get them fixed immediately, as something could go wrong and leave you stranded. Over the years, I've heard lots of stories about what happens when Mercury goes retrograde. So especially around batteries and brakes and also tyres. If there's any doubt at all, please get these checked to make sure that you're safe. On the upside, it is a great time to think about a new car. Planning is favoured more than action. So don't go ahead and, race into it. But you can feel the fiery inspiration and feel the energy of what it would mean to you to have a new car. Start planning for it, and then down the track you can go and sign contracts or do whatever you need to do. All of the problematic situations that I've described in this video can be minimised with a little bit of extra care. So do try not to stress. Do try to take life just a little bit easier when Mercury is retrograde. Turn that brain off and just be. It's okay. This time is a great time for self-reflection and meditation. And I know that we're all busy and got things to do, but even 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening is better than nothing. So just put that time aside and maybe even get up earlier if you can, so that you can just sit and feel your own energy and reflect and review what is going on in your life at the moment. It's worth it. This time is all about revisiting the past in order to plan for the future. So if you start having flashbacks about things that happened earlier in your life, don't be concerned. It's okay. Those things are coming up to be released so that you can be free and you can move on to better things in life. So you can see there's both positives and negatives involved when Mercury turns retrograde. Make the most of it. So that's it for Mercury Retrograde. I do hope you found this video helpful. Stay tuned for more videos on all things spiritual. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell for regular updates. Have a lovely day. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for psychic readings and all things spiritual. Thanks again.